there, YouTube, it's your favorite kidlit commentator, Ancient Blonde here, and today I am bringing you a brand new gameplay commentary. You're probably thinking, yo, Ancient Blonde, what's this gameplay commentary about? And yes, your voice is deeper than mine. But today this commentary is about the Microsoft IllumiRoom. Yes, before I get into the commentary topic, I'm just gonna talk about the gameplay you're watching. This is a gameplay that I got with another YouTuber, ThunderBuddiesFL, just a 1v1. I wasn't really trying, so I didn't do too good. But now on to the commentary, the proper commentary. I'm reading this off of IGN, and this was from January 9th, 2010, which I do believe was yesterday. And in the first paragraph, they state that IllumiRoom uses Kinect and a projector to blur the lines between on-screen content and the environment we live in, allowing us to combine our virtual and physical worlds. Well, in my last commentary yesterday, which kind of had a misleading title and it got quite a bit of views, so I thought, hey, I should do a full commentary on the Microsoft IllumiRoom. But what I think that they might do with this, because it blurs the lines between on-screen content and the environment around us. As I stated yesterday, maybe they'll do something like kind of like a full room Call of Duty experience. Maybe they'll do something like that. That would be awesome. But not much has been revealed about it, except for that it uses a projector, Kinect, and it blurs the lines of reality. And Microsoft, and I'm reading this off of the IGN, but Microsoft explains that IllumiRoom augments the area surrounding a television screen with projected visualizations to enhance the traditional living room entertainment experience, and can change the appearance of the room, induce apparent motion, extend the field of view, and enable entirely new gameplay experiences. Well, what I think they're gonna do with this is make a rotating projector stand. And I see why they unveiled it at a Samsung keynote, because Samsung creates projectors and stuff like that. So yeah, but if they made a rotating projector to make a full room Call of Duty experience, that would be awesome and amazing. That's what I think they're gonna do later in the, project's life, is make a full room experience instead of just the TV area. How amazing would that be? Sure, it might be expensive, but yeah. So another thing is, how does Kinect involve it? Sure, you're gonna have to say Xbox Kinect or Xbox do this. And from the keynote, it says you say Xbox, I believe it's IllumiRoom. So maybe that's the only way they're gonna use Kinect. And so another thing they explain is Kinect. Oh, that I didn't read that, but that's how they do it. Kinect captures the geometry of a room and adapts projected visuals in real time without any need to customize or pre-process the graphics. So maybe I don't see how that would work, because the area where you're playing or looking at isn't like the area that Kinect can see. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking maybe they could do something with bouncing off Like, you know how, if you've seen Paranormal Activity 4, there's this, they use a Kinect and a IR camera, or not a regular camera, sorry, I forgot regular cameras can pick up those signals, but they use stuff like that to make a kind of a dot pattern to see where the beast or the spirit is, so that they can kind of see where it's moving and everything. I was thinking maybe they could do something with that, but no, they can't, because it would be bouncing off of you, not bouncing off of the screen in front of you. So I'm not too sure how they'll do this. In the keynote, it has processing, like at the very beginning when he says whatever the words are, the Xbox IllumiRoom, it has a processing thing. Like, it shows processing the room. And that's weird. Like, maybe it doesn't really explain how they do it. It says scanning room. I've just turned on the keynote, or the presentation, but it says scanning room, and I don't really see how they'll scan the room with just Kinect and the projector. Maybe it's kind of like a Kinect projector type thing. That would be pretty weird, pretty cool. But then it would be kind of expensive if you think of it, because how much does Kinect cost? At EB Games, I do believe Kinect costs $100 or so, unless they'd include it with the new Xbox update. So maybe they'll do something like that, maybe they won't. It would be kind of expensive for them to do right now. So I'm just looking up how much Kinect costs. I should have done this before, but I really didn't prepare. But Kinect, it caught accessories, not games. Kinect Zoom. Why are there no Kinect? Okay, so Kinect with Kinect Adventures costs $109.99. So that's pretty expensive. Then a Samsung projector, which is most likely what seems logical in my mind for what they're going to be doing. Like, because they unveil the Microsoft IllumiRoom at the Samsung keynote, it seems like they'll have it integrated with Kinect and a Samsung projector, if they even make projectors. But doesn't that just seem logical? Sorry if you hear clicking, I'm just looking up all the stuff. But, so, if they do, okay, so, found it. Consumer. Oh. Maybe they'll do something like that. It would be kind of expensive if you think about it. I'm just reiterating myself, but like a base projector is like $50, so $150 for this item. Plus you need another Kinect if that's what they're going to be doing. Don't you think it'll be kind of expensive? 'Cause, like, seriously, who would want to buy multiple items like that? Maybe they would include it in a bundle, kind of like they did when Kinect first came out. But I'm not too sure that they would do that, because that would maybe tack on, like, what, $100 or so bucks? Plus with the Xbox 720 coming out, then that would tack on another 100 or so bucks. Well, because it's a brand new console. Well, the new Xbox, not the Xbox 720. And then, yeah. So, that's my estimate on pricing. Like, 100, like, not about 400, 500 bucks is what I think they'll first release it at, then lower the price later in its product life. But, and another reason why I think they're doing this is because of the Steam Box. Because if you think of it, the Steam Box is Steam's version, or not the Steam Box, the Piston is what they're calling it now. Well, at least what people suspect it is. The XI3's Piston, which is a Steam Box of sorts. It's meant, well, if that is the Steam Box they've been talking about, it's meant to take the PC gaming world and making it onto the big screen. So that means that they would be taking that, like, Xbox would want to combat that by, like, making the screen even bigger, or making something to combat it, which is why they're coming out with the Xbox 720. But they would want something for people to get back into the living room playing, like the Steam Box wants them to do, instead of just sitting there playing in their room like you would with a regular PC. Or like most people do nowadays with the smaller TVs with like the smaller monitors with like the less than 2 millisecond refresh rate. So I guess that would kind of be an upside to it. But not really an upside, but I think that's why they're trying to get it back into the computer or the living room. Like, because of the Steam Box coming out soon. But now, with the Steam Box or the Piston, that'll be like, wow. They just need to update it. Bring it back to the living room. Make the screen bigger. I don't see how it'll make it bigger. Well, how making it bigger will kind of help themselves. But apparently, yeah, that's what my view on this is. That's what I think they'll do. And that's what I think they'll do to combat the Steam Box, is release that around the same time of the Steam Box, or the Piston, if that's what the Steam Box is. Just to bring it back into the living room, like the Piston wants them to do, or like people want the Piston to do. 'Cause, I failed there. But the Piston, or the Steam Box, or whatever you want to call it, trying to get people back into the living room. Also, I think, because you need a room to play it, people will need to go back into the living room for the Xbox, the new IllumiRoom. And those are my hypotheses for the